Hi Capricorn, this is going to be your reading for March 2022. It's a general reading, so it might not resonate with all of you. We're going to take a look at the recent past, the current situation, and the near future. Okay, let's see what we have for Capricorn. Okay, so the overall energy for the reading is a Nine of Pentacles, which is a really, really awesome energy of stability, independence, satisfaction, being a badass mostly. So that's a really awesome overall energy to be having. In the recent past here, you have the Four of Swords, the Temperance, and the Nine of Swords. So that's an energy of trying to figure out where you're going in your life. Kind of feeling trapped and just kind of taking the time, trying to figure out which way to go. What your purpose is, where you're, who you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be with, what you're supposed to be doing kind of thing. Kind of overall energy for the recent past here. For the current situation, you get the King of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Lovers. So still a little bit of that past energy here, trying to kind of figure out where you're going and stuff. But I can see you surrounded by a lot of good things and a lot of good people, like family, friends. Even some of you have kids, so that's really awesome. Yeah, so kind of still a little bit of that, but kind of finally seeing things a little bit clearly and moving on and kind of heading in the right direction kind of energy. In the near future here, you get the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So finally, I think in the near future here, that's kind of finally figuring it out and going the way that, whichever direction you chose. And really working on it, working on yourself, working on your people, working on your money, working on kind of whatever it is that you need, whatever choice you made. Whichever way you went, you're just putting in the work, and I can see that you've got luck on your side here. So that's really awesome. So let's go ahead and clarify. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles in the current, as the overall energy. So the Nine of Pentacles is clarified by everything is fine, Two of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles. Yep, everything's fine. Yeah, overall energy of just kind of trying to decide where to put your energy, which direction you want to go. I'm not seeing this as a specific, because it's a general reading, so it could be a lot of things for a lot of different people, whether it's work or relationships or where you want to live or whatever other situations that are in your life. It's just an overall energy of kind of being okay with who you are and where you're at, but kind of just trying to decide what's next for you. Because I feel like you've been kind of stagnant for a while and you're kind of like, okay, what's next? Where do I go from here? What's the next, thing? What choice should I make kind of thing? So let's do the Four of Swords in the recent past. So for the Four of Swords, you got the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Hanged One. Yeah, just a lot of kind of not knowing where. I feel like for a lot of you, this is like a life purpose thing. Kind of just not knowing where to put your energy. Just kind of hanging out like, okay, you know, like I have all this time or energy or love to get or whatever it is. And like, I'm trying to figure out where to put it, what I should do with it kind of thing. So trying to decide, yeah, maybe like trying to decide whether you should, you know, start dating again, or whether you should stay with your partner, or whether you should go back to school, whether you should move, whether you should take some time off and travel, whether you should take up this hobby. It's going to be different for everybody, but just an energy of trying to decide where to put your energy and where it should go kind of thing. Let's do Temperance. So Temperance is clarified by the World, the Four of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you have so much more to give. Or, yeah, like you have so much more to give to life, and life has so much more to give to you. And I kind of just feel like you just kind of been like in this place of like, okay, well, like I'm bored. And I don't know what to do, or like I'm unhappy, but it's not like super terrible, and I just don't know what to do. And you're kind of just trying to look for the answers here in the recent past, like, okay, like, you know, where do I go from here kind of thing. Let's do the Nine of Swords here in the recent past. Or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Eight of Swords. I don't know why I kept saying the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords, oh my goodness. That's so funny. The Eight of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Just really feeling stuck. So much stuck energy. Like the Eight of Swords being clarified by the Eight of Swords is literally stuck, and more stuck. You just feel stuck. Just feeling so stuck. And just trying to figure out, yeah, like it's funny because it's just a repeating this whole thing so far here for the recent past, and the overall energy here is just literally you trying to figure out what to do next with whatever situation it is that you're dealing with here in your life. So let's do the King of Wands in the current situation. So the King of Wands is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Two of Wands. Okay, so in the current situation here, you have ideas. I feel like you got some ideas. You're kind of putting things together. You're like, okay, you know, if I do this, you know, my life will go this way. Or if I make this choice, my life will go that way. So I can see you here kind of in the current situation here. It's the energy of kind of just starting to figure it out, starting to formulate a plan here of what it is that you want to do, whatever direction you want to take your life in kind of thing. Let's do the Nine of Swords in the current situation. So the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Chariot, the Emperor, and the Seven of Wands. So yeah, I think that you're still, I don't know, you're just like frustrated that this isn't happening as fast as you want it to happen, or that, yeah, you're just kind of like, I don't still want to be stuck here. I want to be in the next phase already. You know, it might not be happening fast enough for you, which is okay. I'm impatient too. I feel that. But yeah, you just, I mean, the more work you put in before something, the better and more stable it turns out afterwards. So just keep that in mind. You know, do your research. Make sure you kind of figure out every angle here of whatever it is you are trying to figure out. And yeah, make sure you're using your logic, but also your intuition when you're making this decision here from in the current situation of which way to move forward. Let's do the Lovers. So Lovers is clarified by Two of Swords, King of Swords, and Temperance. Yeah. So many choices. You're just, you're figuring it out. Might not be happening as fast as you want it to be happening, but you're figuring it out. And you're going to end up choosing the right direction for you. So don't worry, just have a little bit of patience. Yeah, you're going to make the right decision. Just make sure that you take your time to really think it through, listen to your intuition, kind of go from there. Just have a little patience and it'll all work out. Let's do the Seven of Wands here in the near future. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess. So I can see here in the near future, you have decided which way you're going to go and you're just going for it. And you're like, this is what I'm doing. And you're just putting 110% into it. You're like, fuck it. This is what I'm choosing. This is where I'm going. I don't care what anybody else has to say about it. Like, it's what's right for me. So that's where I'm going. So that's awesome. Let's do the Eight of Pentacles in the near future. Page of Wands, Six of Swords, Knight of Swords. Yep, moving on, figuring it out, moving on, and moving on pretty fast. So yeah, like in this current situation here, like just have some patience, because once you really figure it out and once the doors open where it's like, okay, this is what I want, and you know, all the things become available to you that you can go the way that you want to go, things are going to take off very fast. So yeah, just make sure you got a little bit of patience here in the current situation, and in the near future here, I see you making the decision and going for it, and things lining up for you very nicely, and then it's like a snowball effect. Like it just starts and then keeps going, gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's really awesome. Let's do the Page of Cups for the near future. Page of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and Strength. Yeah, you're getting, this is all this is all, I'm so sorry. This is all getting you to a place where you're heading to a lot of balance within yourself. Like, I don't know, I'm having a hard time reading what exactly this situation is for you, whether it's love, career, where you want to live, whatever decision, because it's a general reading. So these things are different for everybody. So I'm not too sure what the decision here is that you have to make. But I can see here in the near future that it ends exactly where you're supposed to be. You're exactly aligned with what is supposed to be happening in your life at that point in time. So yeah, you're kind of going through it right now, trying to figure it out and stuff, but don't worry, trust, have patience, trust your instincts, listen to your instincts. You're going to end up exactly where you need to be. And it's a really, really balanced, beautiful place that you're ending up. So that's amazing for you. I'm gonna pull an oracle card for you. Which one? Pull an animal spirit card. Of course. Oh, I love how oracle cards always end up going exactly with what the whole reading is saying. So you got koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. So just trust, have patience. The universe has a plan for you, and you're heading exactly where you're meant to go, and it's going to be amazing. So this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped, and I'll see you